It's time to grade the bumps, sets, and spikes. Here's a PACWEST Report Card with Ryan Waters.
It's report card time. Coach Cal from the Capilano Blues, the women's volleyball team, joins us. Your team, let's not give them the letter grade yet, but what have you seen from your team in the first half?
Well, I've seen some positive, good work put in, and then some little bit of negative vibes going in there too, not studying good enough maybe, if we want to put it in a report card way. But I think overall that we're starting to get on the right page.
Which is good. What kind of grade then would you give your team overall?
Well, I think we started off with being very in the A category, and I think we dropped down to the C minus. But right now, I think we're at about a C plus, almost a B. We're kind of putting the work in, and we're starting to focus.
So does the break come at a good time then? When you come in and you start to get a little bit momentum, then you break till January.
Yeah, I think though the first half is long because you start a little bit in August. You come in September, and then you don't really start playing until mid of October. So by the time Christmas comes around here, everybody's kind of due for a break. A lot of the kids that are from away from home or whatever are dying to get home. So it's a good time, and they come back. And then fortunately for us, we have a little bit of exhibition games before we start playing again. And then the back half is so fast. It just before you blink, you're heading over to provincials and that. So a lot of our players know that and know that it's going to be over quick. And like I said before, that we have some fifth-year players, and they know it's coming to an end quick. And so eager a bit is, I think, what they're feeling. They're looking forward to the break, but they're also, the talk at our last practice was like, can't wait till January starts up.
Yeah. So when you have a veteran group and you have a handful of fifth-year players, are expectations a little higher than coming into arguably their last semester of volleyball? Absolutely,
and probably sometimes a little too much. So we try to have to key it down a little bit.
Rein it in a little bit.
So a lot of times I think we're get ahead of ourselves in that. So some of them are a little bit disappointed that we wanting our performance to be a little bit better, and I would say to myself too, being around in volleyball for a long time and having an opportunity of having this many veterans. But overall, I think that the biggest point that we're trying to get is to get them to perform at the end, and that's I have to remind them, and I have to remind myself and our coaching staff that it's going to come along, and it usually does.
Exhibition games you mentioned during the break. Where are you going?
We're going down to San Diego with VIU and a couple Alberta teams, and looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of volleyball in a very short period of time, and but it'll get us back on track, and then it's going to be warm, not cold and snowy.
Well, is there concern that if you play so much volleyball during the break, you're not really resting your players, and then you play a competitive second half of the year?
Well, we don't start up until the 28th, so they still get a good solid. We're in exams, so we have a couple open gyms, but they're basically not going to be touching the ball or going to get a lot of rest for about over 20 days. So it's more than enough time for them. If you get too much time off, and then they're not ready. And like I said, the second half is very short and fast, and before you know it, it's going to be over.
So important to come out of the gate quickly then in the second half to really get the momentum going for the rest of the year?
Well, I think it's going to be definitely setting a pace is what I would. I don't know if we want to be too anxious to come out of the gate too fast, but I think we want to come out setting a pretty good pace, and then just keep on working ahead and trying to go uphill, and not trying to finish at our peak at in February.
Right. Well, enjoy the holiday time. Hopefully you get a chance to put your feet up too.
Oh, I definitely will.
Coach Cal here at the Capilano Blues. His team will be back in January.
That's a PACWEST Volleyball Report Card. The second half resumes January 6th.